Hey, username Das Kid here, and oh boy, wasn't this a mess. So, basically, there was a Pokemon event for the Detective Pikachu movie. Uh, it was a promo card event for just, Pokemon in the movie for cards and all that fun stuff. Here's a few of them right here. This is one I got from GameStop, Target. So it came with cards, and you also got posters. Um, Basically, for me, uh, it was pretty easy. Just went into the store for the event, and they give you the card, they give you the poster. That's it. Um, so when I went to GameStop, got a card, got a poster. That was it. Went to Target, went to the electronics section because I didn't, where else are you supposed to get the card and poster from? Go to the electronics section, I asked them about it. They had there, gave me a card, gave me a poster. That's it. Walmart. Walmart. Oh boy. Walmart was the last one to get your card and poster from. Uh, and it was just pretty crazy. For me, driving to Walmart about like or getting to Walmart is about like a 20-minute drive. I know for our other people it's almost like an hour drive because some Walmarts are pretty far away. Uh, but ooh, excuse me. But anyways, the whole thing that happened with that is that I went to the Walmart the day of the event, and I went to electronics because it just you don't know where you're supposed to you know, go to get the event from or whatever, get the cards from. So ask people electronics. They don't know anything about it. Like the person didn't know anything about it. So I guess he talked to somebody, and they said, "Oh yeah, it's at the toy section." Go to the toy section, and nothing's there. So I'm like, okay. So then I go back to him, I ask him about it, and they're like, okay, we're gonna call someone down that was from the toy section or whatever. And I'm like, okay, so I'm waiting. There's a guy walking down the aisle or whatever, um, coming up to us or walking up to us or whatever. And when the person was walking up to us, I looked and I seen like I don't know what the group of employees were doing, but they were looking at a card, and the back of the card looked like this. So I was like, oh, okay, so they have the cards here. So I'm gonna get the card and all that fun stuff and whatever. But when the guy came over to me and all that. He said, "Oh yeah, the event ended 5 minutes ago." Let me tell you this. It just turned 1 o'clock. It literally turned 1 p.m. And basically they're telling me that the event was over 5 minutes ago, even though on the official Pokemon website that I'll put up right now, it said it would end at 4 p.m. So I was like, okay, that's a little weird. So I went and asked one of the employees that actually looked at the card, with the other employees, and I was like, maybe, at least maybe they'll give me a card or something like that. And I asked him about it, and the person was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, but the event's over. Here's a some phone poster thing, paper or whatever. It was like some paper about like a phone or something on it." And I was like, "Okay." I wasn't, I didn't come here for a goddamn phone. I came here for a Pokemon card. That's pretty much it. Uh, so after that, I just left because I knew at that point they weren't gonna give me no card. I knew at that point they weren't gonna give me a card, so I just left and just left it at that. It was, it was pretty. It was kind of far out. The Walmart was. Looked on the listing, said it was gonna be there. Apparently, it was over at 1 o'clock, even though it said 4 on the site. And I was like, really? Just really? So basically, drove all the way out there for nothing. And the funny part is that I wasn't the only person that had this problem. Here are some tweets about pretty much a whole bunch of other people having problems with the whole Walmart event. So, just by looking at all those tweets saying that the Walmarts they went to that were on the listing didn't even have the cards or anything like that, it's making me think like what was going on with Walmart? Like what the heck was happening? Like I don't even know. The whole thing was just a mess. I honestly didn't. Ugh, it was just a big waste because it was like you go out there for an event or to get a card or whatever, promo card or whatever, and they don't even have it. And it's like, but anyways, this right here is what the card they were supposed to have at the event. I do know some people were lucky enough to actually get the card, get the Bulbasaur card. I think someone told me, or someone said on Twitter that they were able to get a card, but it turns out it was on like a tray or something like that. So I don't know what they were doing. So Walmart, whatever the heck Walmart was doing, I don't know. But anyways, Pokemon or whatever, whoever, I don't know what happened with that whole event. All I know is that it was a mess. And if you're lucky enough to get a Bulbasaur card somehow, magically, then, I'm happy for you, but I do feel bad for everyone else that wasn't able to do that. But, yeah. That's all I want to talk about, and, yeah. Username That's Kid, signing out.